Question number 9, the Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Speaker, this question is to the Prime Minister and asks, does he stand by his statement? Oh, you're going to love this. Does he stand by his statement? And I quote him, "Let me be clear. There is no room for separatism in New Zealand," end of quotes. If so, how?
Speaker.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
No need to shout, I'm not losing my hearing. I stand by my full statement, which was, quote, "There will always be extremists in the debate who falsely characterise things in a way that may even frighten you. Let me be clear, there's no room for separatism in New Zealand," end quote. That statement was made in the context of the marine and coastal area debate, where some people were arguing that New Zealanders would be unable to visit the beach and that New Zealanders had become an apartheid state. I'll leave it to that member to determine who the extremists trying to frighten and divide New Zealanders for political gain might have been.
Order. Supplementary question, Right Honourable Winston Peters.
If, to quote him, there is no room for separatism in New Zealand, end of quotes, why are millions of dollars towards increasing electoral participation being given out not to the Electoral Commission, which is subject to both monitoring and performance criteria, but given out on race-based criteria?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, the member would have to be clear on by what he means.
To be clear, Prime Minister, who's all over
Supplementary
everything else in
question,
the
Right
past,
Honourable Winston Peters.
why is he providing a slush fund of $5 million to Te Pone Kokiri in a separatist approach to electoral participation where there are no performance requirements whatsoever?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, the member would need to ask the Minister for Māori Affairs.
Order. Supplementary question,
Yes.
Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Prime Minister, why is the government pursuing separatist race-based spending policies, which has, for instance, Marama Fox boasting, every Maori will be on the Maori roll and it will be near impossible to get them off, and onto the general roll, end of quotes, where most Maori now are? Why is he pursuing such a race-based policy?
The Right Honourable Prime
Mr.
Minister.
Speaker, the government has legal responsibilities about people going on the electoral roll, whether it's on the general roll or the Maori roll.
Question number 10,